Good morning, friends. This is your personal wake-up call from Ron Burgundy. Hey, lazy, wake up!
Good morning and happy Bike to Work Day around the province of Ontario. Everyone, I'm Marshall Ferguson in studio yet again alone. Scott Hasty, he's got work stuff to do, I guess. Amanda's like Carmen Sandiego. We never really know where she is, but it's Bike to Work Day, so we hope that you are commuting in responsibly and treating our planet well. How to listen, go to tunein.com and search CFMU 93.3, or you can just wait for the iTunes and YouTube podcast to come out. Yeah, that's right, we're on iTunes.
All the cool kids are doing it after all. And you want to be cool, don't you? I mean, come on, don't you?
Oh yeah, you always want to be cool.
He's heating up like a trending topic.
Thank you, Tim Kitzrow, the voice of NBA Jam. We're going to have Tim on the show soon. How to reach out? Go to @OUA Today, @Marsh2Fergs. Coming up over the next 58 minutes, we are going to discuss Australian hoops, keys to the city, and opportunity for OUA broadcasters. That should be fun. June 2nd and 3rd coming together. Beach volleyball with a special in-guest studio. Welcome to the OUA Moments with Guelph quarterback James Roberts around 9:15. FISU Soccer with Laurier's own Kelsey Tika at 9:30. The OUA Honor Awards, who has the best Instagram account in the OUA, and much, much more. As I'm joined in studio by our special guest, as I mentioned, he is the libero of your McMaster Marauders, Sarah Creamy. Sarah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks for making your way in. I know you're a working man, so.
No problem. Got my steel-toe boots right now.
You have to trudge around in those things all day. I saw on your Twitter account the other day somebody calling you out because you didn't have enough weight on your squats, but I think walking around in steel-toe boots beats squatting any day.
It's probably the worst thing in my life. I thought I was racking up nice plates on my squats, and then some girl's like, you don't have enough oomph in your booty. I was just like, what?
Oh, she called you out?
She called me out, and it was actually a Michigan player from
oh, really?
Canadian player who goes play in Michigan.
Yep.
Or, sorry, Colorado. And she just came back from the summer, I guess, and
they're just at a different level down there.
Yeah, she probably sees it a lot there, and I guess I'm not good enough, so.
Well, you're good enough for this show, and we appreciate you making your way down. And we're going to go through the starting five right now. For those of you that are new to the show for OUA Today, we go off 5 quick hits of things that we think you should know about from around the OUA. Sarah's coming in blind here, so we're going to just throw things at him and see what he thinks. Brock men's basketball adds their first ever Australian player. Brock University men's basketball coach Charles Kissy is pleased to announce the addition of 6'6" forward Kane Annesley from Melbourne, Australia. It's probably where Amanda is right now. We don't really know. Kane becomes the first Australian-born player to suit up in a Badgers uniform. The 19-year-old, 6'6" at 19 years old. Must be nice. Annesley will come to Brock University in September and will be studying neuroscience.
Wow.
An Australian studying neuroscience. That's like probably the easiest pickup line ever.
Yeah, wait,
out of our
how big is he?
6'6".
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a big dude. It's going to be good for
good
Brock.
For them, yeah,
he attended Camberwell Grammar School. They have grammar schools in Australia? What is that? What does that even mean?
Work on your accent? I don't know.
And played club ball with the Dandenong Rangers for the past 7 years. So he also played 9 years of Aussie rules football with many different clubs in his career. So if you're in the OUA and you see this guy in his first year and you're like, I'll rough him up. Not likely. As shown last night by Matthew Dellavedova in the NBA playoffs, guys that play Aussie rules football tend to enjoy contact. Kane lives in Melbourne, Australia, which has a population of 4,442,918.
Oh.
He's coming to St. Catharines. 392,000 total. So it's going to be a bit of a life change, I'm sure, for Kane, but should be exciting. Number 2 on the starting 5, Windsor's athletes getting keys to the city. A little bit behind on this one, happened a couple of weeks ago, but the University of Windsor Lancers women's basketball team and both men's and women's track and field teams were given the keys to the city at Monday night's council meeting. I'm talking all choppy this morning because I broadcast 12 hours of soccer on Saturday.
All over Twitter.
And yeah, it was a great time and I enjoyed it and I would love to go back and do it again. But when you're by yourself in a booth, you have to stretch things out.
Yep.
So I would be like, Karimi, 6-second delay.
Oh my
Ferguson.
That is exactly that's how it works, right? When you watch TV. Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never called soccer before, so I'm trying to figure out how to call it and like it got better through the day, but I feel like it had a negative effect on my ability to enunciate and just to talk.
You're still talking like soccer.
Yeah,
right
I'm trying to talk like a soccer dude right now, but that's all right. All three teams ended the CIS season with national championships, did women's basketball and the 2 track teams. Pretty good year for Windsor Athletics overall. Corey Bellamore, also the track runner for the Windsor Lancers, winning the OUA Ultimate Bracket. So that might have been the biggest prize outside of all the CIS championships.
Oh my god, he blew up when he went.
Why did he beat Danny Demyanenko?
I don't think
off the front,
Danny has no social media. So no social media, you get no likes.
Does Danny have friends?
He has lots of friends.
Good.
He has no Twitter account, no nothing. So I feel like as soon as I saw that, I was like, Danny's not winning. And then Corey just blew up.
I know.
Every round.
But the thing is, Corey beat, I believe, the Scrub brothers too. So in basketball, so it's not like this was some like fluky one-off. Danny didn't have it.
It was
a lot
of friends.
I think it was more, you sometimes you talk about losing to a team and you're like, it's not that, we lost them, it's that they beat us. If it was a team that kind of pulled an upset.
Yeah.
I think he just won. I think he just had more people that was
more people behind him.
So it was interesting definitely to see. But, also Coach Chantal Valet of the Windsor Lancers women's basketball team is currently over in Kazakhstan right now, traveling around, trying to coach and develop some young players, actually traveling with a group of Americans. She's with Coach Matt Merkin of Minot State. He tweeted he went from Ohio to Amsterdam to Almaty, Kazakhstan, and the Kazakhstan trip they have planned over there is going to be 8 days of camps, coaching clinics, and workouts for high-level players in the evening, so kind of interesting. Number 3 on your starting 5, the OUA has partnered with the RTA School of Media at Ryerson University to host Broadcast U, June 2nd and 3rd. The conference is going to focus on growing and improving a conference-wide webcasting system. If you would like to register, go to our OUA Today Facebook page. We sent out the link from there. Should be a good time for all. Number 4, the Pan Am Games coming quickly. Colin Inglis, the head track and field coach of the 2014 CIS National Champion York Lions, at YU Lions Track, sent out a picture of the Pan Am, Para-Pan Am Stadium finally having lines down. So they're going to start to use that. The Pan Am Games are coming quickly. And the reason I have Sarah in studio right now is big news from him, as yesterday he gets his first ever coaching victory. Tell me what happened. What was the competition like? Who were you coaching, and what are we talking about here?
Well, to start things off, you literally cannot have a coach. That's just like a rule. They start off the day like, and if you are in the 18U like men's bracket, you are not allowed to have a coach.
Right.
So I was an unofficial coach, but they'd write my name down. So like you write down your partner's name, and I was coaching Andrew Coker and Andrew Richards.
Yep.
Who are both going to be on our team next year.
Here at McMaster, yes.
Here at McMaster, Andrew Coker will be taking Austin's spot when Austin leaves, and A-Rich will be doing J&T this summer, which is the junior national team, and he's kind of all over the place. He doesn't really have a solid position on our team.
Yep.
So who knows where he'll be next year.
Will this win be vacated because they find out from this radio show that you were a unofficial coach?
Oh, no, because they didn't write my name down. So what they did is they wrote their own names down, and they put my last name. So when a bunch of friends at the beach would actually walk up to me like, are you playing today? It's like, no, they just really wrote my last name down just because you can't put me down as a coach.
Who's that guy over there telling you guys what to do and helping you pick things out? Oh, it's just a friend.
Oh, just a friend.
It's okay. Don't worry about him.
It was pretty funny because Alex came too, Alex Elliott, and he's like, I want to do something too. And they're like, you know what, you're physio today. And so he would like, it was actually the craziest semifinal I've witnessed at beach game for sure.
Yeah.
We ended up playing a Windsor team. Two guys
from the Windsor Lancers.
Yeah, and they train a lot for beach. And so this was for them, they need to win this, especially against two MAC guys.
Yeah.
And the OUA semifinal was Windsor versus MAC.
Yeah,
so
that was a great match.
And so the entire game was just like before, it's like, this is more than just a beach volleyball game. And like,
this is war.
This is the first time those two guys were playing. So,
really?
like, Andrew and...
Together?
Yeah.
That's
they've
beautiful.
never played. Yeah, they're like, let's just do it. And, they were there for a tan, and they walked out with the gold.
For a tan.
And so what happened was the first set was a blowout by our guys, 21-11, and then Coker starts cramping up.
Okay.
And it was a really hot day, and a bunch of teams already pulled out. And so Coker's like, I'm not pulling out. I'm not going to pull out against these guys. And so there was about 30 minutes of medical timeouts. And like,
no way.
The funniest moment was when Coker went down for his cramps, and he was already out of medical timeouts, and he looked at Richards. He's like, you got to pull a medical timeout. He's like, what's wrong with me? He's like, oh, my toe.
Oh no, that's the old sniper, unfortunately, that teams in the NFL use, where the defensive coach will just point at a guy and go,
really?
Yeah, and then that's his job. That's like their signal to, and then they grab the leg. But a couple years ago, the New York Giants tried to do it, and two guys thought they were being sniped. So they both went down grabbing their leg, and everyone was like, oh, so one of you guys has got to get up.
Yeah, that's bad.
Looks very bad.
Well, in the FIVB for beach, there's a rule. You got one is two calls a season, 2 medical timeouts, and anything after that is like grand 500.
What?
Just so, cause it's strategy to call medical timeouts, right? Especially in the heat. So, luckily that's not the rules for just a regular beach season here in Ontario. So they got away with it, and they got their rest time, and the other team was just not okay with that.
See, that's a gray area for me, because I played high school tennis in my senior years, and I was up about a set and a break on a guy one time, and he started doing that, and it didn't rattle me, but it's like what are you doing? Just play, right? But that's good to hear that you got your first coaching victory.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a cool experience, and they got shirts, and they gave it to me and Alex, and
that's awesome.
So it was a sweet experience. Got a couple photos, and
they got their tan. You got some photos. You got a tea out of it.
It was a sweet time.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Happy for you, man. Looking forward to the fall coming quickly. You getting your all training in?
Yeah,
with all the boys getting ready, because it's
twice a week.
CIS nationals are at home at McMaster. Yeah. I'm sure that we'll have you on throughout the season again. But I wanted to check and make sure everything's going okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Big game actually coming up. We're all training for in preseason. We got, I think Dave said it's set up Alberta.
Yeah. Are they coming in here?
They're coming here.
Wow.
So it's perfect, because they obviously want to experience our court before the actual nationals, and we want to push ourselves.
And it was in Saskatchewan this past year, right, where Alberta won.
Alberta won back to back.
Yeah,
they're back to back champs, and they don't lose a single guy.
They
might lose a red shirt, maybe.
Do they still have Cooper?
Cooper's the one guy they lose.
Yeah? Okay, I was going to say, because Ian Cooper that used to play at McMaster, one time I was floating through Twitter on the OUA Today handle, and I saw that he was out there, and I was like, what's he doing out there? Because I didn't even know he transferred.
He went there and did his master's, and he pulls out, and now he's done university. He has got a national medal.
Done. So you heard it here first on OUA Today. Now we got a matchup in the preseason between Mac and Alberta.
3 days in a row. So
3 matches in a row?
You can't make one day. You got 2 more days to show up.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So big game for the volleyball community, and especially in Ontario, to come
out. Unreal. We'll be sure to cover that. Anyways, thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a great day at work. Enjoy your sunny D.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. All right.
See ya.
We'll talk to you soon. That is Sarah Karimi of the men's volleyball program here at McMaster, who has a pretty exciting year coming up. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking with James Roberts. It's a pre-taped interview that I did with him for another one of the shows that I do covering football in and around this province. We'll be right back on CFMU 93.3.